time it is. Fucking around here with the dumb shit. So, one thing that I noticed that was really odd. What's up, Lynch? How you feeling? One thing that I noticed that was really odd is that the last 3 days I couldn't come outside. I couldn't come to the park because my sciatica nerve was hurting. And for the last 3 days, it's been fucking cloudy and stormy and cold. But the day that I can come to the park, the sun's out for me. Squad goes. I'm in my skin, nigga. You see what I did there? I'm in my skin. You see what I did? Oh, I'm at the park, bro. Hey, brother. They say that birds are supposed to be messengers, and when that birds around you are around you, that it's supposed to mean something. I forgot what they said it means, but there's been these motherfuckers around me all day. I don't mind the nigger chickens. What the hell is that? What kind of bird is that? What the fuck was that? That had to be a stork or some shit, because that bitch had a long ass body. He had a big head and a little body. Remind me of Debo Lottie. Okay. Yeah, you know we're chilling right now until you get a couple minutes. Hey, bro, you know I'm recording, man. You gotta hold that noise down a little bit. I understand that, but they over there. Go over there and talk to them then. You gotta scream all the way from over here. You can hear them. Look, they right there. Look. Take your ass over there. This nigga turned his back. I said they're over there. This nigga turned around that way. You are hilarious. Maybe. Son of Man's in the house. What's happening? Carolina Greener is in the house. Biggs is in the house. Y'all know what's up. Big doggy, big hoggy, big frog nuts. Yeah. We are out here and we are... Hey, man. Hey, bro. Use your inside voice. Let me hear your inside voice. That's not going to do it. You have to get a little lower than that. Try it. Inside voice. Okay, that's a little better. Thank you. But now you're going to do it more because you're using the inside voice. Stop. Stop it. Moosie's in the house. I'm out here arguing with the nigger chickens. He over there hollering at his people. They across the way over there. But he want to come chit-chat with me first. Okay, bro. Get off. Oh, I killed you. My bad. My bad, bro. Thank you. I'll let you later. What do you mean you wish you know how to whistle like that? That's easy. Hey, Moosie, have you ever like did a acorn top and blew in like that? You can whistle like that. I used to be able to whistle with one finger. Damn. Of course you can, bro. It's easy, man. Loreco's in the house. Put your fingers together, bro. Under your tongue. Not way under your tongue. Everybody else goes like this. Not way under there. Ah. See, I'm at the tip of my tongue. You see that, Moosie? Look, I got my fingers together. They're not squeezed together. They're just lightly touching together. Look. They're just lightly touching together. See? I'm going at the tip of my tongue. Uh-huh. See? Should be easy. This nigga said he need to watch a YouTube video on how to do it. Nobody's going to show you just the way I just showed you. Nobody. They're going to say, put your fingers under your tongue and go, that's what they're going to say. I showed you the placement of the fingers. Fingers like this, under your tongue, at the tip of your tongue. Huh. You don't want to push it all the way back. If you're too far back, it'll sound like this. So you bring it out towards the tip. Squad goes, nigga. And then once you learn how to do it that way, you can do it with every finger. It's been hard. It's always hard to do it with my pinkies. You might be blowing too hard too. Anyway, that's enough whistling tutorial. I hope you get it together after that, Moosey. It took me about a week after my homeboy showed me. And he showed me when I was a kid, so I learned how to... Like that bitch, if you're out here, that shit will fucking... It's loud as fuck, bro. I guarantee you people across the, like, blocks down can hear that shit. Let's smoke, shall we? Why you want to blow now? You wasn't blowing the whole time out here. In fact, I'm sweating because you wasn't blowing. But now you want... Hold on. Just hold on a second. Let me get this out. Cheeseburgers in the house. You guys know what I was just thinking about? And you tell me if you think I'm wrong for this. I was just thinking about doing my rendition of the Bible from the truths that we know. You know, like the Genesis, in the beginning, there was whatever they said. I would say in the beginning, there was creation. God moved upon the faces of the dark because there was nothing but dark. However, there was people here. And then you go on with, you know, Lord, no. See, everybody is so scared. Everybody's so scared. That Bible is full of shit. And you're so scared for anybody else to write it that you know. Did you know that Mel Gibson put a part in that Bible too? But it's okay if he does it, huh? It's okay if Mel Gibson does it. That's fine. That's crazy. You know why it's crazy? You know why I say it's crazy, Carolina Greenery? Because they've convinced you to not ever say anything about the Bible, not say anything about God. It's fear-based. It's all fear-based. You're scared to even speak about the Bible. You're scared to even talk about it. So if your God is fear-based, then that's the devil. That's Satan. So be fear-based. I won't be. But I will smoke. Smoke with me. They got everybody so scared to do anything about that Bible. They created a perfect religion for you. Thank you, Caroline. I didn't think that you did. I didn't think that you did. I knew you was going to step up and say the right thing. My nigga. My nigga. I'm just fucking with you, Caroline. But anyway, they got everybody so scared, not fear, but they have everyone so scared that you can't even say nothing against the Bible. You would even be too scared to question anything in the Bible because you think it's written by God. And it's not. That Bible's not written by God. That Bible's written by man. But everybody's so scared of it. Oh my God, I can't say anything about the Bible. I don't believe that horse shit. Fuck that Bible. See, but everybody's so caught up in it, they would have you believe that that book is God. They would have you believe that book is God. And if you speak against that book, then you're going to hell. It's just a book. It's just a book with letters on it, just like any other book. Now, if you speak against God, I can see something going down. But you speak against the Bible? Fuck that Bible, man. That Bible ain't shit. Hey, son of man, please stop trying me. Don't come in here with that bullshit. It ain't even been a week yet. Stop trying me, bro. Stop trying me. Absolutely, Carolina Greenery. Absolutely. Unless it's believable. Because it's not that I want to write a Bible. It's just that I'm taking that Bible and just changing the shit that's untrue in it. The shit that we know that's untrue. That's all. Because in the beginning, What happened? See, when I said, the first thing that I said, hey, Carolina Greenery, as soon as I said that I want to write my rendition of the Bible, the first word that came to your mind was blasphemous. That's the first word that came to your mind, blasphemous. You think you can blaspheme against a book? Let's smoke. It's beautiful out here, you guys. Oh, look at that cloud. It's nice. That's what I'm talking about. See, I didn't explain it. I just came out and said, I'm gonna write my rendition of the Bible. Okay, all right, you caught me slipping that time, Carolina Greenery. You're right. I was slipping. I worded it wrongly. I want to write what I think the correct version of the Bible is. And with that being said, of course, it would have to be a whole lot of prayer and understanding, and hopefully God would speak to me and be like, here, if you want to write the right Bible in here, I'll give you the words, hopefully. But it's not going to be too far off from the Bible. It's going to use the words of the Bible, except for the little bullshit. And the one thing that always bugs me, and I know it's small, but it always fucking bugs me, Carolina. I can't stand it. Slaves, be good and kind to your masters. I can't fucking stand it, man. No way. No fucking way they wrote that in the Bible. Are you serious? Slaves, be good and kind to your masters. Now, I could see that if perhaps he wasn't referring to us. What if he was referring to dogs? What if he was referring to dogs? What if he was referring to dogs, slaves? Or what if he was referring to domesticated animals, slaves, be good and kind to your masters? Because that's what they say about dogs, humans. They call the dogs humans their master, right? There's a lot of misinterpretation in that Bible. And I don't think that the Bible should be, my personal belief, Son of Man, Carolina Greenery, everybody in the chat, my personal belief is that the Bible should never be able to be misunderstood. Never. The Bible should be so easily understood, it should be understood by the lamest of us. By people that can't even comprehend a true conversation, the Bible should be easy for them to understand. It should be simple. So you're telling me that the people that were unfortunate to get hit by chemtrails and maybe they have a mental issue, they can't possibly read or comprehend things, so they're not going to heaven because they can't comprehend or they can't understand the Bible? Is that what you're saying? Because they can't understand the Bible, they're not going to heaven? If there is a heaven, which I don't believe there is. I believe that heaven is just you moving on, just you going to different dimensions. I had a profound thought earlier. I can't remember it now, though. Jules? Yes, and that's you know what? Carolina, we've all been conditioned to think that way. And here's another example, Carolina. I just had a discussion with somebody on Facebook. And I forgot what the topic was about. However, I told him that death is not natural. And he came back on and he was like, damn, bro, that's messed up. He's like, death is natural. Everyone has to go through it. Death is natural. And I said, bro, death is not natural. Death and disease? Death is a disease. Death in old age is a fucking disease. That shit is not natural. We've been convinced in our limited mind that death is natural. It's a natural occurrence of life. Death is not a natural occurrence of life. And everybody needs to stop thinking like that. Listen, do you think that death is bad? So why do you think that would come from God? You think that a being that created you in his own image and likeness that never knew death, I would venture to say that God wouldn't even understand death, but never understood death, never knew death. He was just, he just was. God was here and out and everything, and he was like, let me create some shit. So how would he know about death? So he's going to make it to where, okay, you're going to die at this time. So you're telling me that we die at 70, 120 years, yet Methuselah and them was living Methuselah was 963 years old. There was a dude in the Bible time that was 400 and some change, and they called him a young man. And you're trying to tell me that this is... Do you see how old people look when they get old? They start getting wrinkled and fucked up, and they can't think properly, and their voice is slurred and all this shit. You think that's what God wants for you? You think that's what God wants for you? You got to be ignorant. You got to be one super stupid, silly motherfucker to think that death is natural. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker alive. That shit is not natural. We didn't come here to die. That shit is not natural. It's not natural at all. I know you like going against everything I say to make it look good for yourself, but it's bullshit. They've convinced everybody that death is natural, meanwhile showing you that people are living to be 1,000 years old. But it's natural for us to die at 70 years old, but they're showing you in a book that people are living to be thousands of years old. But it's natural? Fuck out of here, man. You guys keep believing that shit. This body is technology for this planet. Yes, I will go along with that, because we are powering the planet. It's not technology, but I know what you're saying. We are powering the planet. We're powering the planet with our emotions. Why do you think we were given emotions? That's how we're powering the planet. The planet's alive itself. The planet has chakras. The planet even has a heartbeat. And we connect with that. I'm connected with it right now. I'm connected with it right now. When I tell you guys things, man, I'm not guessing them. And I'm not like the Bible. I'm not leaving room for interpretation. When I tell you something, it's straight from where it's at, bro. Look at my skin. The sun's starting to speak to it. Squad goes, hey, do you guys ground? Hey, Loreco, what's up? How you feeling? Welcome to chat. Do you ground? Yes, people are brainwashed, but that was the whole plan. It was the whole plan, though. They are brainwashed, and now the problem is, Loreco, is trying to convince people. The problem is now is trying to convince people that they're brainwashed. That's the problem. Absolutely. But the problem is now is trying to convince people that they're brainwashed. You can't convince people that the Bible's bullshit without sounding like you're blaspheming. You can't convince people that we are powering the planet with our emotions without them thinking that you're crazy. You can't tell people that you're clairvoyant without them thinking that you're crazy, even though everybody on the planet's clairvoyant. It's just some of us are more open than others. You can't tell people these things. That's what makes me know that this experience is tailored for you. For me, this is supposed to be your own experience, because when you start letting people into your experience, they start thinking you're crazy, start talking stupid shit. You know? It is what it is. I'm not here to explain the message to you. I'm here to deliver the message. I was assured that the explanation would have been given to you. I'm just here to deliver the message. So it feels like it's wasting my time when I have to explain it to you. But because I love you guys, I explain it to you. There's some good tasty weed here, y'all. Do you guys feel... Do you start getting philosophical when you smoke weed, you guys? You start feeling like, let me ponder the world. Do you ever feel like that? It's not natural. Death isn't natural, man. It's like, hey, think about, you know what the problem is, Loreco, is people fail to use common sense. It's because every answer to every question lies within you, not just me. It lies within everybody. Every question to every answer lies within everybody. You just have to know how to look for it. You have to know how to search it. You have to know how to acquire it. Google ain't gonna give it to you. It's all in us, man. See, but the whole problem is, Carolina, that's Carolina. I thank you for giving me for saying that, because that's also part of the problem right there. When people say think outside the box, the whole thing is fuck that box. Fuck thinking inside, outside, fuck the box, period. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you feel what I'm saying, don't you? Fuck that box. That's still keeping you locked into a way of thinking. Like, okay, here's the box. And they say think outside the box. That's still putting you in another area. Fuck both of them. Fuck the box. Fuck in the box, out the box. Fuck all that, nigga. That shit don't even apply. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you said it, though. Yes. And see, Loreco, now you understand. Because when the truth is told to your spirit, you'll understand it. You'll know it as the truth. When a lie's told to you, you know it's a lie. You know it's a fucking lie, man. You know it's a lie. Oh, look, there's a dragon. You know I'm lying, don't you? It's a fucking lie. You know it. Your very spirit, your very soul knows when someone's lying to you. Your very soul knows when someone's lying to you. If someone tells you something ain't true, pay attention to how you feel. When someone tells you something, period, pay attention to how you feel. If I tell you that it's Monday, as soon as I say those words, pay attention to how you feel when I say those words. Fuck what you heard, pay attention to how you feel. This is the beginning of your clairvoyancy. Fuck what you heard, how do you feel? How do you feel? Like when this motherfucker just, I love you, Sheldon. Do you really? You know, I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's happening. You know, you can't just tell me that it's fucking something's going on. Nigga, I want to know. And not only that, when you're telling me things, you're telling me something that I already know. Nigga, I'm clairvoyant. You are too. But I know how to use mine. You're telling me something I already know. So there's nothing, I'm not saying that I know everything, because there's some shit that it's like, damn, I can't read that. Or I can't understand. And it feels weird to me because imagine this. Imagine this, Son of Mary, Carolina Greenery, Loreco, everybody in the chat. Imagine this. Everything that you walk by speaks to you. Now you walk by something and it doesn't speak to you. Ain't you gonna be like, because when I walk by the trees, they're talking to me. It might just sound like leaves rustling or shit. It might sound like this. But they're talking to you. When you walk by a tree, you hear, shh, you just don't understand it, but I do. Most of it. I understand it. So it's like, now you walk by a tree and you don't hear nothing. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's what I feel. But when I say these things to people, people like, oh, that nigga tripping, he crazy. Now, motherfucker, why? Because the trees don't speak to you? You guys see me every time I come in this park. I talk to the trees. I talk to the trees when I walk through there. You guys don't see me when I come in, but I speak to that tree and those two trees and those two trees over there. I don't know the other ones, but they talk. They still talk. If someone says their Bible is better than the next Bible, remember there is none. You know what? If someone says their Bible is better than the next Bible, remember, you are the Bible. You are the Bible. Fuck all that man-made written on the paper shit. You're the Bible. Every scripture, it even says it somewhere in the Bible. I think it says it somewhere in the Bible. You tell me if it doesn't. It says the scriptures are written on the tablets of your heart. Somewhere in the Bible doesn't it say the scriptures written on the tablet of your heart. So how could you not read something and not know that it's bullshit? Here's how you can tell when it's bullshit, Loreco. Here's how you can tell. I'm a old woman. Oh, I'm going to church. Grandma, how long you been going to church? I've been going to church for 42 years. I've been going to church for 42 years. And Reverend Ella Hall been my pastor the whole time. That's how you know it's bullshit. You've been going to the same church for 42 years? I think that if you're going to go to church, the proper way to go to church is to go to different churches. Go to every church. Go to all the churches. Go to that church over there. Go to that church over there. Go to that church over there. Go to that one over there. Go to a Chinese church. This is how you learn shit. You don't just go to one church and listen to this man preach out the same book for 42 years. The same book. Ain't nothing changed. The same book. 42 years. You done read the whole book 42 years. I done listened to him preach a book. You know it's bullshit. You know why? You know why they do that? It's called brainwashing. When I have to say something to you over and over and over and over. It's brainwashing. Just like when they kept telling black people, you guys are slaves. Y'all were slaves. Your ancestors were slaves. Everybody was slaves. Everybody was slaves. But you don't hear them telling the Jewish people every single day of the week that, hey, you guys were in the Holocaust. Hitler fucked y'all up. You don't hear them saying that to the, you hear them saying it to them, but they don't say it to them as much as they say that we were slaves. It's brainwash. It's brainwash. Nobody came here to be no fucking slave. Nobody came here better than anybody. How the fuck you think that we gonna sit here and let a motherfucker enslave us? But we're all slaves now, though. Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that some bullshit? And it's getting closer to us being even more slaves. Yes, Loreco, I spit nothing but the truth, my brother. And see, that's how you know when somebody's spitting the truth, because it resonates with you. Your spirit knows it. Oh, my bad, Tremaine. A good indicator is before it rains. Go outside and you'll hear the bugs and animals. Okay, see, that's how you figure out it's gonna rain, Tremaine? You hear the bugs and the animals? For me, and for a lot of people, I smell it in the air. I can smell it before it rains. It's like there's a smell just before it rains. That's how I know it. But I've never really paid attention to the animals and bugs. That would make sense, though. But think about this. Now, here's what you need to start doing. When you hear the bugs and the animals, which is them letting you know that it's going to rain, when you hear them, pay attention to how you feel. How do you feel? And pretty soon you won't need them bugs to tell you. You'll be able to do it yourself. Like, oh shit. Like, man, the last few times, like, because my mom doesn't have a garage door opener for the garage. She has one, but she keeps fucking it up and losing it. So I always got to be at the house. Or I got it on my phone. I can open the garage up from anywhere in the country. Anyway, so, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, so anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for my mom to come home and I'm watching TV. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I just looked to the side and said, Alexa, show me the camera in the driveway. And as soon as I said that, the car pulled in the driveway. It's happened like this like 6, 7 times. Like, I just know that she's pulling in. But it's not like somebody's telling me. It's just, I know it. Alexa, show me the camera in the driveway. Boom. As soon as she showed me the camera in the driveway, the car was pulling in the driveway. I was like, this is crazy, man, because it's like normal now. It's just like every morning I wake up before 4 o'clock, just enough time to wake my mom up to go to dialysis. It's weird shit. It's not weird, but it's cool shit. It's shit that we already have. Where everybody's being given their original shit, but it's so subtle that you don't even notice it. It's so subtle that you don't even notice it. Carolina, you've been knowing about the animals and the bugs and shit with the rain for so long that it's so subtle you didn't even recognize that as a power, do you? You don't even recognize that as a power. You know what I recognize as a power? Off-worlders. Weird things feel comfortable with me. Like witches feel comfortable with me. Dragons, warlocks, all of them, gargoyles, all of them feel comfortable with me. Because if they didn't feel comfortable with me, I wouldn't be able to see them. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, why you think you don't see Bigfoot? Because you're not on the same vibrational shit as Bigfoot. Not feeling comfortable with your ass. You're not on the same vibrational level. Dark nerds, berry, gummy clusters. That sounds so fucking delicious, Mike. Been in the woods so long. Animals here. Oh, see? Now that you know that, they always eat before the storm. Since you already know that, like I said, the way to catch that before they catch it is pay attention to how you feel. You ever notice this? Why do animals sense and feel things before we do? Why is that? If we're supposed to have dominion over them, we're supposed to have more than they, right? Not saying that we're better, but we're supposed to have more than they. Why do you think animals sense that? I think it's because they're out in nature all the time. They're out in the sun, in the wind, in the trees, in the elements all the time. And we're locked in a box with electricity going around us the whole time. We have electricity going around us the whole time. They even tell you where to put the electrical boxes in your house. When you're building a house, they tell you how far the electrical boxes have to be apart. They tell you how many you have to have in a room, how many you can have upstairs, downstairs. They tell you where to put them at. So you can constantly have an electrical current going around you, gridding you off from what you know. Yep. Gridding you off from what you know. That's why I say it's so beautiful to go outside, you guys. It's so nice to fucking take your goddamn shoes and socks off and put your feet in the dirt. Acapulco Gold. It's been so long since I had some shit like that. This is a good show, you guys. I'm getting a lot of energy from y'all. This is beautiful. Don't worry, I'll return your energy. I don't steal people's energy. I take your negative energy, turn it into some positive shit, and give it back to you. You ever notice that? You've never noticed that? Carolina? Mike, you never noticed that? God damn it. Stop talking about bong rips. I don't have a bong. I don't have a bong out here. Where's my... Look at all these leaves that fell on the ground. I had to clear this place right here, you guys, because all these leaves were on the ground. Look at it. Look at this shit, y'all. Look how thick this shit is. Look. Look how many leaves fell to the ground. Look at that shit. And all that was covered up on my spot right here. Why do you think that? Why do you think that in the middle of spring that all these fucking leaves will fall? You guys know there wasn't this many leaves over here. Why do you think that all these leaves would fall in springtime? But not only that, how the fuck do all these leaves fall from the trees, but the trees are still green and full of leaves? How the fuck is that happening, man? Can somebody explain it to me? All these leaves fell from the trees in the last couple days because they wasn't here when we was here like 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. But yet, all the trees have fucking green, lush leaves. I'm smoking some sour pop rocks and Millie. That's one thing that I haven't figured out yet, Carolina. It's like certain times I'm shown things, but I haven't figured out how to remote view yet. They have do you know that the government they actually have people that do that? They actually have people that do that to remote view things. And they're like fucking like dead on point with their shit. That's crazy, man. That'd be a nice power to have. It's actually just fucking what do they call that? Fuck, I forgot what they call it. Well, I haven't seen a chemtrail since I've been out here. But I have seen some beautiful shiny skin since I've been out here. Oh my God, you guys, when I hit that pool, look, on the way to the gym, it's like my fucking sciatica shit's like hurting and shit. I get to the gym, man. I fucking sit in the sauna for a little while. First I put an ice pack on it before I left. Put an ice pack on it. Then I went and sat in the sauna. As soon as I got in the pool, I ain't feel shit. No pain, no nothing. I'm doing laps, nigga. I went and sat in the hot tub. I came out, I didn't feel nothing. Austin from Spine's Book Publishing. I can't fuck with y'all. There is no fucking way I'm paying $5,000 to publish my book. There's no way. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Oh, police departments use remote viewers too? Yeah, that's their snitches, but they don't have remote viewers like the fucking federal government, though. Them motherfucking viewers are on point. Some of them aren't human, but them niggas is on point. They on point. I felt them around me a few times. Not that they were viewing me, but I felt them around me. Like maybe they were viewing somebody around me, but I felt them around me. It feels strong. You ever been hugged by a strong motherfucker? That's what it feels like. Like, come here, nigga. You like, ooh, you strong. God damn. The fuck? Um, I think one thing about that is that I, for me to say that I don't trust anybody is a strong word, but let's just say that I rely on me more than I rely on anybody else, and there's nothing that anybody can teach me because my higher self teaches me, and my higher self knows just as much as your higher self. So that's why I was like, I wouldn't let anybody show me anything. Because it seems like during the whole course of my life, everything happens to me at the proper time. And there's a time and a place for everything. Everything has its time, everything has its season. Son of man. Ouch. That shit burnt my pinky. What the fuck? Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, brother? Where's your little homie at? Yeah, it's been a few days. No. No, they're not. Our higher selves are not laughing at us. Our most of our higher selves are annoyed with us. They're not laughing. You are hilarious, son of man. You are funny. You are really funny. You are hilarious. But that's a good thing to have. Laughter. That's a good thing. I'm so glad that you're impressed with yourself. It's amazing. However, I'm not impressed with you or your weak skills. For lack of a better term, you should be way further than you are. I wonder what the temperature is out here. I would have to say it feels like it's, let's say 82, 83. Let me go check. Let's see 83. Don't go wrong. I was off. It's not 83. It's just 80 degrees. Simply 80 degrees. ML, what's happening? It's just 80 degrees. But it feels so good sitting right here, you guys. It's so beautiful. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like everything's open to me. It feels like the sun is just shining on me. Shine on me. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's just tailored for me. And actually it is. Because what everybody doesn't understand, what everybody doesn't know is that you are the main character. You are the main character in the story. ML, you're the main character in the story. Carolina Greenery, you're the main character. Mike, you're the main character. Son of man, you already know. You're the main character, man. You are the main character in this shit. I'm the main character. You ever listen to how the natives used to talk? And that's what I think the person that tells me things has got to be native because of the nature of the things they say. Like, listen to the wind. Speak to the wind. Speak to the wind. Talk to the storms. Listen to the trees. Everything has something to say. That's crazy. The movie Jules. Yeah, only wanted apples. Hey, there might be something with apples for them. You know what I'm saying? You never know. There might be something with apples. Become too powerful. More powerful even, but I prefer to dwell on the middle realms. Well, that's right on, son of man. That's right on. I don't really like that nuclear feeling either. It's like it. The weird thing about that nuclear feeling is it feels good while it's going on, but after it's over, it's like fuck. God damn. It just, I don't know. I don't think I need it because it feels like most people can't. It feels like most people can't attach to that level of power. Okay. Jungle Boys, but they were all out. So the next step for me. Super pricey, but it's worth it. That's right, Mike. Get that good shit. They figured out he needed dead cats to fix his spaceship. It's always some weird shit that they need, don't it? What's up, shit? What's up, champ? How you feeling? That's right. That's right. You know something? Here's something else I've noticed. This is weird to me. Now, it seems I've been down here a few times, and it seems like every time I come down here, this is there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, can you see it? Can you see the swirls here? Yeah, right here. You see that? Now, when I came down here, there was nothing but leaves over this. And I swashed the leaves away, and now there's just this. And it's always right here. And it wasn't here when I first washed the leaves away, because when I pushed the leaves away, I pushed the leaves away like this. So there was no way that this could be there. Right. Let me see. This. It just looks weird. Because I've seen it like 4 or 5 times. Are ants making fucking, what do you call those? Mazes and shit? The ants are making mazes. They're like, all right, y'all, we're going to make a maze here. Make a big circle, and come on now, he done moved the leaves. Let's go. The ants are making mazes. That's funny. That was hilarious to me. He turned the cats to a big crystal, and it powered the spaceship. Golly. Hey, but you know that all that shit they be showing, there's an air of truth to it. You know there's some truth to it. Now, how come we can't come up with some shit like that? Think about this. What is the thing that would end up on a lower level fucking the planet up? Waste, right? Waste, trash, shit, all that waste. Why can't we figure out a way to use waste to power shit? They tried to show us that on Back to the Future. Motherfuckers shouldn't have to go buy gas, man. We should have an incinerator that's I don't know, it's the engine. The engine is the incinerator, and you just put fucking leaves, fucking old shoes, clothes, anything that you want to in your motherfucking gas tank, and your engine burns it up and gives you fuel. Why can't it be like that? That way we ain't got to worry about no motherfucking, I know then it comes down to a pollution thing, but we don't got to worry about an excessive trash. Have you ever been to a fucking dump yard? Have you seen a landfill? I've seen a landfill where they've dug like a hole, like this bitch was like a football field distance long and shit and wide. And they pushed all this trash in there and buried that shit. And they were still like 10 feet, still had like 10, 15 feet to go. And they're going to put some more shit there and bury that. How much of the planet have they done that to? This is supposed to be a living planet. This is a living planet. Could you imagine if somebody was fucking pushing trash and waste and shit in your room? That's crazy, bro. People just don't give a fuck anymore, do they? Let me get my shoes on so we can move up to the other side. On YouTube. Jules, I'm gonna have to check that out. Because I love watching good movies. It's just so hard to find a good movie now. Because I'm really an action dude. I like action. To me, if somebody ain't died in the first 2 seconds of the movie, I don't want to watch it. You know what movies I really hate though? Is movies that have the credits at the beginning. You ever seen those movies? James Bond's movies were famous for that. They'd be rolling the whole credits at the beginning of the shit. The whole front credits be like 10 minutes long. We done been at the movies for 10 minutes already and ain't seen damn piece of the movie yet. That's a goddamn shame, man. That shit used to piss me off. So 45. Let's go to the front spot. I was gonna go to that other one, but we'll go to the front spot. Hell yeah, man. The whole thing is they probably already your homies, man. That's just crazy. You know what's wild? I'm gonna tell you some wild shit. The off-worlders, or aliens as you would call them, do you know that they know every one of us? They know every last single one of us. They know all of our names. They know where we all live. They know all of it. And why do you think they know that? Because of your government. They know where everybody's at. They know who they have to watch as far as how you're thinking. They know who they have to watch as far as how you're speaking. They know who to watch as far as what you're seeing and hearing. They know who to watch. They know exactly who to watch. I'm surprised you haven't seen one. I'm surprised you haven't seen one already, Carolina. Because it's not when they come, bro. They've been here. I'm honestly surprised you haven't seen one yet. I didn't know the ones that I was seeing were they had a name for them. I didn't even know. I just thought they were like some shit I wasn't supposed to be seeing. Until the motherfucker said it's the tall whites. I said, damn, that's crazy. These people are like, I mean, like really white, like white, like they're not white like you. Like you're not really white, you know what I'm saying? You're like fucking red, brown, whatever, you know. You're not really white. They're like really white, like white, like this, like white skin, like white. But it's not the white like you see on fucking redheads. It's not that type of white. It's like a literal white. Like whatever color you think of when you see white, that's their skin tone. White. I was like, that's crazy, man. Because that's not Caucasian. It's not brown. It's not redhead. They're literally white. It almost looks like a fucking cartoon. It almost looks like they're, you know, it looks like, it looks like they have 2 dimensions in the 3rd dimension area. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like they're 2-dimensional, which means they can move in different ways that we can't. It's weird. Yeah. Didn't I show you a picture of them, Loreco? You seen a picture here on them? I showed you guys a picture on here. Like that one that when I was in the van, that one that was behind me. And then I seen one at my neighbor's house. But I mean, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, they're fucking people. I don't know. I don't know what else you would say. That's why I don't like saying aliens, because to me that sounds disrespectful. It sounds like, yeah, look at them niggers. That's what it sounds like to me. Or every time I hear aliens, it sounds like they used to call fucking Mexicans illegal aliens. It's like, it just sounds like a demeaning thing to call someone. And I do see them as people, so it just is what it is. Since 1960s? Hell yeah, Carolina. I don't know who came up with that shit, man, but isn't it awful disrespectful? Do you think, does anybody in the chat think that anybody, any human being, should be considered illegal wherever they go on this planet? Even if you go to Antarctica, you shouldn't even be considered illegal. Even if you, it's fucked up that, you know, if you want to go, if you want to go, you've seen them too, son of man, haven't you? If you want to go to, like, let's say I wanted to move to Belize, I have to get a passport and a visa. I have to get a visa. Other than that, I can be over there for 30 days, I think. 30 days without a visa. You know, you can go visit, but you can't stay over there. And if you do go to live over there, you have to prove to them that you have the money to survive over there. That's crazy. You have to prove to them in Belize, the government over there, that you have the money to sustain your life over there. It's a little warm. It's a little warm, Brose, but I love the heat. I love it. Before you told real stories, but now I believe. Why would you not have ever believed? Why would you have not have ever believed? Even though, you know, son of man, even though we go through our bullshit and, you know, we fuck with each other, you know, because that's what people do. We fuck with each other. Even though we go through that shit, why would you not believe what I'm telling you? That is, it's not a slap in the face. It's not that drastic, but it's just like, are you serious? It's like, so the whole time you thought I was bullshitting you when you know? It's like, come on, bro. When you know, you literally know. But see, most of the people around me were given gifts. They haven't discovered their shit. They were just showed the shit. And now they know what they're doing. See, mine's, I have to figure mine's out on my own. And that's why mine's, it's kind of like if somebody buys you a car, you don't really take care of it like it as if you bought it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what makes my shit like nuclear type shit, because I had to go through all the courses to get there, all the steps to get there. A lot of people were just shown and given things. I wasn't given shit. And I still always remember, son of man, what what's her name said to me when I said that. I said, I feel like Rudolph never get to join in the reindeer games. I'll never forget that. Because it was like, as soon as I said it, was like, she already knew what I was going to say. It was like, I feel like Rudolph. Because she was like, why is that? I said, because I never get to join in reindeer games. Well, look what happened at the end. I said, you know, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I was like, that was kind of dope. You put that right in there. I was like, dope. That was cool. I liked it. Oh, that Maserati? Hell yeah, the DB11. The motherfuckers are quick, bruh. Fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck. It's a beautiful morning, yeah. I don't feel, look, y'all. I don't feel no fucking, look at that, son of man. I don't feel no fucking, what do they call that? Sciatic. I couldn't do that this morning, boy. Shit. Wasn't none of that this morning. I still feel it, but it feels like, imagine if your muscles been fatigued from moving a different way. Because, you know, believe I had to walk a different way because of that fucking sciatica, so my muscles fatigued from moving that way. That's just what it feels like, muscle fatigue now. So, why would they tell us that planes carry hundreds of thousands of gallons of fuel in their wings, when we know that the wings are like The wings are like a skeleton with a fucking something stretched over it, like a fabric stretched over it. Like a wrap or some shit stretched over it. That's all it is. It's just like a bunch of fucking wood and metal and with like a wrap stretched over it. That's all it is. So you're trying to tell me that that plane holds 100,000 gallons of fuel, but why would you say that when it doesn't? Because they've even admitted now that the planes don't hold that much fuel because it only takes minutes to refuel them. It takes a couple minutes to refuel a plane. Because once they get up in the air, it's free energy up here. Now it's just wind pushing through the turbines, and the wind with centrifugal force keeps the turbine spinning. You guys have seen centrifugal force where wind goes through it like this. Once you get going and the wind starts going through the turbines start spinning on their own. Now you can cut all the fucking power that you got and just use the fucking energy in the sky. They're not flying. They're not using fuel when they fly. They're just using the fucking force of the turbine spinning from the wind coming in. The wind comes in, spins the turbines. I don't need to use any fuel. But why would they tell us that we're using all that fuel? Why would they tell us that? I want to know some things. You know what I feel like watching? I can't. Damn, I want to think. I can't. What's the name of the movie? Indiana Jones. I feel like going to watch me an Indiana Jones movie. Y'all ever watch some Indiana Jones movies? Now that's an action movie there all the way through. I fuck with Indiana Jones. Sure, there's a lot of planes flying today. That's like 4 in the last hour. That's not a fucking commercial airport. That's fucking a naval base. Why is there so many planes going to the naval base today? My glasses are so fucking dirty, man. Gosh. What do they put on glasses to make them so easy to scratch? Because any other glass ain't really easy to scratch, is it? Nope. Try to scratch some glass and see what happens. The Simpsons looking ass. I think I'll go. Do I want to go sit in the garage? There's just something about sitting in the garage and watching fucking movies. I wish I had a bigger TV out there. I need to buy me a projector, don't I? Yes, yes, that's what I need. But projectors don't seem to show bright enough for me. I want a native 4K projector. Know what I mean? Beans of jelly. What y'all got going on? What y'all talking about over here? If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that post notification bell so you don't miss none of these fire-ass videos. Hey, Brose, Mike, Son of Man, everybody in the chat, did you guys also know that the sun rays contain memories? Did you know that? The sun rays contain memories. Seems like everything contains memories. Water contains memories. Imagine how long water's been around. Imagine the water that we have never leaves the planet. Even when it evaporates, it does some other shit, but it reforms as water. That's fucking crazy. Somebody said if you drink ocean water, at some point you're drinking dinosaur piss. Can you imagine the dinosaurs that peed in the ocean? That shit's still there. Can you imagine all the piss that we piss in the toilet? Where does all that water go? You think they just fucking, all that water just, I don't know, just, that could be why people sun gaze. More than likely, that's the reason. I understand. I don't want that shit to stop this time. No, you just did it on your own. Thank you. Okay. All right, you guys. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for sliding through. You guys see what time it is. This has been your afternoon vibe check. I hope your vibe was sufficiently checked. I hope you guys have a legendary evening. May your... Anyway, y'all, I'm still here, champ. Because this motherfucker want to break the rules. But for the last 2 times that people asked me to stay on a little longer, I didn't do it. And I said that I always would. So that's the only reason why I'm going to stay on a little longer. Not because you asked me to, I'm lying. But you know. That is a pretty good show, man. I am having a pretty cool time chilling. It's beautiful outside, too. It's so nice out here. My mom said that the nurse was supposed to come today. I was like, yeah, she gonna come after I leave. Of course. Okay. All right. I'm just looking at some messages, y'all. There we go. We'll call it a Son of Man encore. That's what we'll call it. The Son of Man encore. Well, somebody told me the dude at the store said, some, look at your skinny ass. I said, skinny? I said, bro, this is 210 pounds. What you mean skinny? He said, yeah, but look how tall you are. He said, for your height, man, you should be like 245. I was like, God damn. Could you imagine me at 245? Fuck. It's like 35 more pounds, bro. That's not water weight no more. That's you actually gaining weight. Ooh, I couldn't imagine being at, because when I was at 230, I was like, ugh. I felt heavy, but that's only because I didn't have it in shape. When I was 230, 235, I didn't have it in shape. I was just eating and going home. Every time. I must want me to stop smoking. Okay, I got the point. Can you stop now, please? You're just gonna keep blowing, okay. Alright, we're gonna be hard-headed today, aren't we? Yeah, but it's like, that's what I look at it as. It's just me being in shape, bro. Because this is 210, man, and this is like, I probably got about, honestly, I would say about 15, maybe 17% body fat. So it's not as lean as it could be. I could break it down to about 5% body fat. But once I start doing these planks, I'll get in there, because I need to start doing planks because I want to build up my core so I can stop dealing with that fucking sciatica shit. Also, they said to stop sciatica from happening so much is to eat fucking grapefruits. Yeah, I was uncomfortable at 230, 235, somewhere anywhere between 230 and 235. I was uncomfortable. But yeah, they said, but to help sciatica is to eat grapefruits. I fucking hate grapefruits. That is the nastiest fucking flavor under the sun. And there's people that really love that shit. People like, it tastes so good. This shit's fucking so bitter. It's like, who the fuck eats a grapefruit, man? I can maybe do a. No, I can't even do no cottage cheese. I can't even do cottage cheese, man. I can't. It has to be some extravagant shit that cottage cheese goes on. I don't know what extravagantly cottage cheese goes on, but it has to be something extravagant like some motherfucking caviar and cottage cheese or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like dragon balls and cottage cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like moose nuts and cottage. It has to be something extravagant. You know, something that is like, oh wow, I've never had that before. Fish pussy and cottage cheese? Fucking run it. Have you ever had fish pussy before? No, I'm not talking about fucking it. Have you ever ate it? Have you ever ate fish? Nah, it's just stuck in your mind, fucking fish pussy. God damn. I'm leaving, man. That nigga said grapefruit and cottage cheese. I'm out of here, y'all. It put hair somewhere, bro. It's gonna put some hair somewhere. You can believe that. I like my homeboy. It's definitely gonna put some motherfucking hair somewhere. It might put hair between your toes or some shit, but it's gonna put some hair somewhere, man. Moose nuts and fish pussy with cottage cheese. Come on, man. You forgot the cottage cheese. Now, I could fuck some yogurt up. Not plain yogurt. Yogurt gotta have some fruits and shit in it. But still, they say that yogurt ain't even good for you. I just want to, you know, honestly, the first choice I would love to have just the United States just stop feeding people poison and shit. Stop chemtrail and stop doing all that shit. But honestly, my second choice would be to just move out the United States, man. Just leave this motherfucker. Because they're getting worse, man. And now they're talking about another strain of COVID. There's still chemtrail. I wonder if they chemtrail overseas. You think they chemtrail in China? You think they chemtrail in Belize? You think they chemtrail in Hawaii? Yeah, they chemtrail in Hawaii, absolutely. I wonder if they're... I'm going to have to ask some people in those countries. Do they chemtrail over there? Look, there's another plane. And all these are P3s. Why do you guys... That's like 5 planes. Those ain't little planes and shit. I'm trying. I thought it was just me. Cause son of man, when we at my house, man, and my house is right there. When we at my house, do you hear all them planes flying by? I don't be hearing no planes fly by, do you? Man, you should see how many cars that drove by, man. It's crazy. You know, it really makes me feel like a special motherfucker, man, because a lot of the times, even when we go to a restaurant, bro, there'll be nobody there. As soon as we pull up, the motherfucker's packed. It's like, how? Look, watch this, son of man. We pull up to Chili's. Ain't nobody in the parking lot, bro. No, but there's 3 cars in the parking lot. 3 fucking cars. We pull up there. Nephew roll a blunt. I break out my bowl. I hit the bowl like 5-10 times. He done smoked half the J. We get out the car, going to the place now. Now it's packed. There's not a parking space there. It's like, how the fuck? Between the time you roll that J and smoked half of it, the parking lot is packed. And I mean, motherfuckers is in there like sitting down, like they're not waiting in line, they're sitting down. It's like, how the fuck? Oh man, me and Chili's. I like the black bean fajita. Like it'll be a black bean burger, fajita, like no meat. You know me, bro. And I fuck it up every time. Give me 5 torts and let's go. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I like Chili's. I used to like Applebee's, but that's only when I eat meat. And I don't eat that shit, so I don't really eat at Chili's anymore. I mean, at Applebee's anymore. I mean, yeah, Applebee's. Now it's like specialty places I go to and shit. Now I don't go anywhere because I don't have a fucking car. Oh, I still eat eggs, bro. I definitely still eat eggs. And eggs ain't meat. It's not no fucking meat. Why would you say that's the only thing I keep meat-wise? Eggs ain't meat, bro. Eggs go in the fucking dairy, don't it? Yeah, but yeah, I like eggs. It's real. I don't eat them for the protein. I don't give a fuck about the protein. Protein's a fucking old wives' tale saying that you need to intake this much protein. You know, if you go to the toilet and you piss in the toilet and it's all foamy and shit, you know you got too much protein in your shit. You can just eat regular meals and get protein. Everything has protein in it. You should really consider finding out what vegetables have the most protein in them. Because there's more protein in vegetables, in some vegetables, than there is in meat. Eggs and cheese. Yeah, I'll have a fucking... I like eating boiled eggs. I like boiled eggs, man. Give me boiled eggs, throw a little salt on that bitch, and let's go. Or a motherfucking deviled egg. Run that. I really don't cook them too much, like scrambled or anything like that. I really don't get down like that. But I'll have an omelet. I'll fuck up an omelet. Throw some cheese on that bitch. But like, that's only when I go out or something. Yeah, let me get an omelet. You know, I think I had a... Did I have an omelet when I was in Nashville? When I was at that honey biscuit place or whatever the fuck it was? That shit was fucking delicious, man. I fucked that shit up. And that shit was close to the hotel, too. I was like, fuck yeah. It was a good little walk, but I'd say it was about... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4... About 5 blocks. That restaurant was like 5 blocks from the hotel. Yeah, I can't do no broth, nothing with... I can't really do nothing with meat in it. Now, I have occasionally... 2 times I've had shrimp, and 1 time I've had oysters. But 8 years, out of 8 years, haven't we? Out of 9 years, only having fucking shrimp 3 times and oysters once. Matter of fact, I might have some oysters today. If nephew get off, I might ask him, hey, bro, you want to go get some oysters? Sure. I have no urges. He said if someone has urges, that's crazy. Info is dope, Carolina. I don't think I've ever had pho. I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever had it. No time for another plane in it. Yes, fish is meat. Fish is absolutely meat. Jewish don't decide anything. It's absolutely meat. That's something they tell themselves to not eat, to convince themselves that they're not eating meat. Fish is absolutely meat. A fucking insect is meat. What, you think fish just have a category of their own? Just fish, poultry, and beef or meat? It's like, what, poultry has a thing of their own too? Like, poultry isn't meat either, it's poultry? Fuck out of here. It's fucking meat. Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't know about the scallions, but I'll go for the tofu. Do fish have souls? I wouldn't know. Do fish have souls? Oh, everything has a soul. Well, I guess they do. I guess they do. I guess it depends on what you consider a soul. I guess that's having to know exactly what a soul is to understand if they have a soul or not. Is a soul a conscious? Did you know? Did you know? They said that first have 10 seconds brain memory. I don't know. I don't know about that. But did you know that a motherfucker said that you're not breathing oxygen? You know what you're breathing? You're breathing consciousness. A nigga said you're breathing consciousness. And like I said, I like to use common sense when I think about things. And I was like, elaborate. And it was Kevin Gates, and he said, and somebody else said it after him too. He said that if somebody was to choke you, start choking you right now, cut your air off. What's the first thing that happens when somebody cuts your air off? You lose consciousness. I said, wow. He said, you don't die. You don't necessarily die right away. You don't die. If somebody cuts your air off, you don't die. You just lose consciousness. That's why you couldn't kill yourself by choking yourself with your hands. You couldn't do it unless you were in some precarious position that left you like that. But you couldn't like literally choke yourself until you stopped breathing. That's as far as you could choke yourself until you stop breathing, and then you're gonna lose consciousness. Why? Because air is consciousness. That's what you're breathing. You're breathing consciousness. Mycoprotein. That sounds weird. I just seen somebody make a cabbage steak on the grill. I'm feeling like I have to try that. Why are you over here? Thank you. A cabbage steak. Like he just cut like a slither off it like about this thick. You know, and marinated it and threw all the seasonings and shit on it, you know what I'm saying? And put it on the grill. God, I bet that would taste good. I want to try it with mushrooms. I want to try that mushroom that looked like a steak on the grill. Did you know that air pollution causes approximately 8.1 million deaths globally per year, making it the second leading risk factor for death worldwide? I don't believe it. I don't believe that, champ. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Why do I say I don't believe that? Because we're negating the fact of who's polluting the air. That's the motherfucker that's killing people. It's not the air. It's not the pollution in the air. It's the motherfucker that's polluting the air. They want to take the pressure off them. If I run in the building and throw some motherfucking cyanide gas in the air and shit, and poof, and everybody dies, it's like, damn, that was some air pollution there. Y'all got fucked up, didn't you? That was some air pollution. Am I right? That's air pollution. They fuck up the air and call it air pollution death. He died from air pollution. Of course he did. That's like shooting somebody in the head and say he died from lead poisoning. I didn't do nothing. He died from lead poisoning. It's like when people fall off the building, what killed them? Shit, it wasn't the fall that killed him. It was the fucking impact. The fall had nothing to do with him dying. In fact, he was alive the whole time he was falling. The whole time he was falling, that nigga was alive like a motherfucker. It was impact. Prasicando. Die Sangolos. I pray that the sun touches my skin again, and that I receive all the nutrients, all the vitamins, and all the hydration I can get from the sun. Restore my memory, son. Bring back all my memory. Thank you. Abracadabra. Galaxy runs. Okay. I think I've had galaxy runs before. I feel like I have. I'm not sure though. I'm telling you, I've smoked so much weed, I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up to see if I've smoked it before, because you know I did all the strain reviews. I'm hoping that this summer I can get into strain reviews like heavy. Just I might even start getting a chance to go to motherfucking pop-up shops if they still got them. Or who knows? Maybe we'll start taking. You know what would be dope? Take a train to another city, another legal state. Do a live video the whole time. It'd be like. It'll be like fucking 4 or 5 videos. Like if I catch a train from here to DC, you know, I'd make a video for like maybe the first hour on the train, and then maybe the 7th hour on the train, and then maybe the 14th hour of the train getting ready to pull into the station. It's like, what's up, y'all? We made it to DC. We finna go to this dispensary and check it out, y'all. This is the dispensary such and such. That might be something to do there. Weed companies. Ooh, that might even be better. You know, that would be even better than to go to dispensaries. You know that? To like go to like weed growing facilities. That would be even better. To go to weed growing facilities. I'd have to have a few more subscribers than that. I was gonna say describers. I'd have to have a few more subs than that, man. I'd have to be like in the 100,000 range of subscribers. Because a lot of people won't just let you into their facility if you only got like fucking 5 or 10,000 subs. They ain't finna let you in. You know what I mean? Like, how many subs you got? It's hard to even talk about that. Like, to be like, hey, I would like to come do an interview with your facility. I'm a content creator and or a streamer. I just want to come in here and drop some videos and shed some light on your property, on your shit. They'd be like, well, how many subscribers you have or how many followers? Yeah, I got 10,900 followers. I got over 20,000 between all my social media platforms. See, when somebody asks you how many subscribers you have, you tell them the amount across all your social media platforms. Like if you only got 10,000 subs on fucking YouTube, but you got 5,000 subs over there and 2,000 subs over there, you know what I'm saying? You'd be like, I got 17,000 subs across my platforms. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I am a firm believer that the clouds are not clouds. I'm a firm believer that the whole time them motherfuckers have been ships, the whole entire time. Not all of them. That's why they made that machine to make the clouds, so they could be like throw some other clouds up there to fuck you off. You know what I'm saying? When the real clouds, like when the real thick clouds, those are the goddamn machine-made ones. But the darker ones, those are the ships. Like, you see how bright this one is? That's the one that they made with the machine and shit. You see how dark this one is? This one is the ship. See what I'm saying? There's another one right there. Ain't that some shit? I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck did that just come from? Oh, my bad. Weather modification machine. Got to keep it professional, huh, champ? Say its scientific name. Yeah, man. It could, bro. But I have to go in there and fucking stop being lazy, man, and fucking change my merch up, bro. I have to go in there and do some shit. And I have been lazy with it. And it's not that I've been lazy, it's just that I want to do it on my computer, but it's so hard to do on a computer. It's so fucking hard because I'm so used to using the phone. But to use it on my phone, now it's so small that it's like, fuck. But I should revamp the whole store, because I started when I made that energy shirt. I should have kept it going. The next shirt I should make should be a Stay Baked shirt. stay baked. But I'm trying to think of what design I want with it. It's just going to be letters. That's all it's going to be. Because pictures on it is not going to be no bueno. I could put my Wake and Bake Inc. logo on it. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do. Most of the YouTubers make most of their money off merch. Absolutely. Absolutely, Carolina. Absolutely. And that's why it's going to have to be done. And I'm going to do it this summer. I already knew when I'm going to do it. I just never said anything about it until now, because it never came to me. Until now, looking ass. I want to do it this summer. Just like, but the merch that I make, I'm going to order the shirts, and then I'm going to be wearing them when I do the videos, like I used to do. Like I bought the merch, like when I first started, I bought the merch for myself, put it on, and I'll be on the videos doing them. You know, like, hey, Blood Squads, and everybody be like, oh, that's a pretty cool shirt. Yup, it's this shirt. And they will buy some merch. Oh, some gummies. 420 is right around the corner, isn't it? Hell no. Hell no, I ain't putting my face on shit, bro. Hell no. Won't be none of that. It would, unless it was something like this, I would do something like that. But yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, Carolina. Absolutely. But you see the subscriber count is going up. I just haven't been advertising as much. Like, the crazy part is all those people that followers that I have on Facebook, and I tell them about it, they're like, yeah, okay. And they never even show up. It's like, come on, y'all. Between all of them, I got like shit. Between all my social media, between all my fucking YouTubes, I got like what? 2, 5, 7, like 8,000 subs on Facebook. It's all good. It's all good. Because persistence always works. And I'm persistent. And I haven't given up, and I'm not giving up. So as long as I keep going, it will be recognized. It doesn't matter if it's 20 years from now. It's not even really, to tell you the truth, it doesn't even feel like it's about that anymore. Now it just feels like it's about just connecting with people and shit. That's honestly what it feels like. I heard the fuck out of that. I heard that in now. Shit. Oh my God. Whoa. Yes. That's just what I like right there. You see, I had to set my shit down. I was like, fuck. Whenever I start feeling like I'm getting ready to have a head rush, you guys, I hurry up and set my shit down. Every time. That's how I just be like, or I'll sit down somewhere. That was just about the message. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah, that was a fat ass hit. I don't feel none of that from coughing anymore, y'all. I don't feel none of that sciatica shit. None. I don't even feel it. Oh, thank God. Oh my goodness, thank God. Yes. Oh, I don't feel it at all. Oh my God, yes. Thank you. Wow. Anyway, you guys see what time it is. I appreciate you guys for sliding through. and enjoying this afternoon vibe check with me. I hope your vibe was sufficiently checked. I hope you guys have a legendary evening. May your evening be filled with peace, positivity, love, happiness, and kindness, and everything that puts a smile on your face. Hey, man, y'all ain't got to go home. You sure don't. But y'all got to get the hell up out of here. And you know what I'm going to say, because I'm saying it after every video. Stone Eye. Y'all stay baked, baby. Y'all stay baked. Do say.